Hi, here's another short demo on this two-stator alternator with a gear drive. It's been upgraded slightly in that the magnets in the rotor have been upgraded from 5 neodymiums per stack to 6 per stack, and the outer layer was allowed to protrude slightly, about a 1/16 of an inch or less, outside the diameter of the rotor, in order to slightly narrow the gap between the magnets and the metal cores of the coils. This allowed it to upgrade its output from a no-load scenario of 35 volts and 1.3 amps up to 40 volts and 1.5 amps. I've got it hooked up right now with a 12 volt automotive bulb as a load, and there's also some wires going over to the meter over here, which is set to measure current on 20 amp setting. With the meter disconnected at the moment, I'm just going to run it with the bulb attached. It lights up the bulb pretty well there. I'll disconnect the bulb, and now the resistance on the gear is much less now. And when I connect the bulb again, the resistance on the gear drive immediately increases because the coils are being magnetized and creating magnetic drag. I will hook up the meter so that you can see the current reading. .56 amps out of that, over 1500 milliamps, which is a pretty good output. I'm going to disconnect, and just so you know, that if you hook up to a charging scenario to a 12 volt illuminator battery such as this, you can get a sustained charging current of about 1 amp. Just one more thing, I'll disconnect the meter and the bulb, so that I've just got a jumper wire. I put a jumper wire from the positive, okay, and we're going to be able to hook it up to the negative just to short it out. So if I turn it with the positive and negative shorted out, the resistance on the handle is quite large. Now that's the maximum drag you're getting to get out of that. If I take the jumper off, very little resistance. Put the jumper back on, and the resistance reappears. Now I'm going to just take the jumper off and give one fast crank, like that, and then you will see the spark. So you get that much charge out of a single crank. I'll do it again. And you can see the spark. So that's the performance of this thing at this point. Talk to you later.